And I would like to say congratulations for the achievement, for the spiritual achievement. It's something big. Secondly, what we have here, this memoir, is an example of those brothers and sisters who actually have come to the light of the Quran. And they found, as he said, they found peace and they found Allah, they found God. We have many stories about many brothers and sisters. They are all actually inspiring stories. And this is actually one of them, is a model of them. And Alhamdulillah, Lauren has had time to write down really the story, to let people hear about it and read it, and they will be inspired by this. There are other stories actually not yet written. And I'm sure behind every new Muslim, a man or a woman, there is an inspiring story. Why this person has chosen Islam and came to peace and to Allah. This inspiration comes to people in different ways. And this is actually the light of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When Allah throw it in anybody's heart, He's the one who actually is responsible for this, to throw the light in your heart, in my heart, in somebody else's heart. Some people, they live very closely to Islam and they don't see the light. They don't see it. They are very close to it. And they live even among Muslims. Some of them live really, then they hear the adhan and prayer, calling for prayer 5 times a day, but they are not there. Some people, they just, one time, they read a book, they go somewhere, they meet somebody, immediately they are inspired by this. As I said, it's a light which comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the light of guidance, which we should always pray for ourselves, for our beloved ones, for our families, for everybody around, for Muslims and for non-Muslims. This inspiration, some people find it in different ways. For example, Malcolm X found this inspiration in Mecca that changed his mind when he saw the Hajj. Plasim Vanti in Spain, he found it in Andalusia. When he saw there the palaces, Al-Hamra, the history of Muslims, and he was inspired by this, that led him to Islam. Professor Lings was inspired by art when he became Muslim. Muhammad Asad, he was inspired actually in the desert by the Bedouins themselves, then he came to Islam. So everybody finds the inspiration in a different way, but all these roads go to one direction. They go to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Some people just read the Quran and they find it. One thing which is very important, I'm sure Lauren mentioned this, how our manners and characters really play a role in this inspiration. If you are a very good Muslim, if you present Islam in your manners, that will inspire other people. That will give them really the guidance. Without giving that too much advices, too much talking, throw your manners, how you act, how you are patient, as he said, sabr and shukr, how you thank Allah and thank people for the things they do for you. Those who do not thank people, they don't thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This inspiration comes from this. I know many people actually here in the UK, they just visited one of the Muslim countries on a holiday, and then luckily they met good people there, either families, women, men, whoever. Then they are really taken by their manners and by their character. They try to understand and see this culture, what kind of culture these people have. That led them to Islam again. A few years ago, the center here has published a book with the title Into the Light. Actually written short chapters, and each chapter was written by a new Muslim, a man or a woman. I don't know whether you've seen this or not. So they shortly, actually, in a short text, they told about their experience. Each experience really is a piece of inspiration for everybody. I wish really somebody can maybe try to bring something, collect all these, let's say, books written by the Muslims from the West especially, and then how they found the road to Islam, how they find the road to go to Islam itself. It's something really amazing. And every story, sometimes even some stories actually, they make you cry. They make you cry. How these people struggle with this, with their previous life, especially when everything is materials. Everything, individualism actually controls everything in your life. You feel alone. Sometimes materials are everywhere surrounding you. Everything in this life, it doesn't, morals are not that much there. Spirituality is not there. Now, without religion, life will become very hard to live. Very hard. Because religions always gives you, spirituality gives you always the corner when you are really attacked by all these problems and sadness in your life. This is the safe place where you run to. This is the corner where you find Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then when you can really, especially in Islam, alhamdulillah, in Islam there is no mediation between you and Allah. When you pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you are praying directly. You don't need anybody, any imam, any wali, anybody, nobody can stand between you and Allah. You have the way, the direct contact with Him. Nobody can say to you, yes, you are in or you are out. It's not in the people's hands, it's in His hand, in Allah's hand. And always the door is open, as long as we live, as long as we are alive. The door is open. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants us to come back, to go to Him. Again, thank you very much. You have inspired all of us, Lauren. It's really wonderful. I'm really happy to hear, to listen to you. I'm happy also to see the book finally actually is available. And we had once, maybe some of you remember, we had here Christiana Bakar one day also talking about her experience and her journey. So let's welcome these and wish them the best actually for the next days, for everybody, for all of you, for all of us. And let us really remember always this inspiration, how we can be part of it through our manners, through our characters. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much.